Well, welcome inside Studio J, Cory Branan.
Thanks for having me.
How are you?
I'm well.
Currently on tour, you've got a show tonight at the Cat's Cradle Back Room, and a fantastic new album that came out, I guess, September?
No.
Was
It's just a couple weeks ago.
Recent.
October
Yeah, it just came
14th.
out.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
What's it called again? When I Go, I Ghost?
That's it, yeah.
What's the story behind that title? Is that literally like, I have this image of like ghosting people at a party. Like
It's a little bit of the Irish goodbye on the surface.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's got a few different meanings. Yeah.
You're in Memphis now, but you also grew up in Memphis, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, I was born in Memphis, but I was raised in really North Mississippi. My old man was a jet mechanic there at FedEx, and he couldn't quite commit to Tennessee. Drove us up to the last town in Mississippi.
Gotcha.
But I lived in Memphis for a long time, and been back there about 4 years now.
Okay, yeah. And what got you into music?
All the family was musical. My, 5-6 generations of fiddle players, and
Oh, wow.
was raised in the church and everything, so I was exposed to like, gospel, like 4-part harmonies and things. But then I was just a hood rat. I grew up alongside MTV and just piecing together whatever music I could find.
Yeah.
I played guitar since like 13, so I've been playing guitar forever. But I didn't write songs till I was almost 25. Yeah, I kind of waited quite a bit.
Did you know that's what you wanted to do, was to write music, or did you just bump into it?
I just sort of bumped into it. I knew what I didn't want to do every time I tried something. I was like, I don't want to hang sheetrock. Oh, I don't want to bartend.
Yeah.
And then eventually I just sort of got over my, anybody that's seen me live, it might be hard to believe, but I'm naturally kind of shy. But I found a way to use that sort of balled up energy and get over my, nobody wants to hear their own voice kind of thing.
Yeah.
I just finally got over that, playing, songs out of like coffee houses and stuff in my early 20s. And then when I started writing, it was maybe because I waited so long, it was just, I wrote one song and then I wrote 30 songs in like a month.
Just came out of you.
Yeah, I did this sort of, and maybe waiting had its benefits. I don't have any, embarrassingly solipsistic music. A little early for that word.
Do you, is there a difference between, so thinking about the early part of your career playing probably covers in a coffee shop versus your own music, is it different when you write your own song and play your own song? Is that experience different on stage?
Oh, absolutely.
Because it's your words?
Yes, sometimes. And to keep it being different, for me, to keep myself interested, I always have to change them up. I've heard these things, I've played these things, and so I change them up every night. Even from keys to
the songs or the lyrics.
The songs,
Okay.
Yeah. The lyrics are set, structures are a little loose sometimes, but they exist in an ideal form in my head. But I'll go for that on the records. But the live shows, it's always just changed up. Because I figure if I'm not interested, why should anyone else?
You've got to be engaged, so that everybody else is, of course. And you've got some friends on this album too that have helped perform with you on some of these tracks.
I've had buddies on all my records just since day one, and as I've been doing this so long, I just have fallen in with ridiculously talented people.
Talk about some of the folks that are with you on this album.
I got my buddy Brian Fallon, who sings for Gaslight Anthem, and the wonderful Jason Isbell's on this one.
Right.
Jason sang on, we go far back, and then I've known Amanda, his wife, even further back. She was on my last one and played on a couple ago. Jason was very kind with his time, came in, brought that beautiful red-eye guitar, and played on 3 and sang on 3, and that was fun. I would, I would have I'd let him be the voice of my GPS, it's just such a great voice. And then my friend Garrison Starr did a duet with me on it, and then just a sick round of musicians. Eric Slick is on the kit. He the Dr. Dog's drummer, played with a bunch of folks. My buddy Robbie Crowell, who used to be in Deer Tick, is in Midland. He's handling the bass. Anthony DaCosta, just great musicians all around. It was a lot of fun.
And you like collaborating?
I do musically. I've never really done it writing, like writing songs. I did. I lived in Nashville when my son was born, so I did the full panic mode, and I was like, okay, I gotta write some songs for some big dumb hats. And so I did. My publisher put me in with a few people to write for like country radio, but they kept putting me with like outsider young kids that were, trying to be their own artists. And I
Yeah.
was like, I don't need to help this kid be any more outside than he is. I'm like,
Yeah.
if I'm going to be away from the kiddo, put me in here writing for, put me with somebody with a wide melodic range, which I do not have.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I never really enjoyed that, but I gave it the old college dropout try. Yeah.
What's the show going to be like tonight at Cat's Cradle? What can we expect?
It'll be all over the place. I've been doing I've got the electric rig and the for variables, and I'll play the acoustic. I didn't bring the piano. I played a lot of piano during COVID. And I was like, I'm right on the fence about bringing that piano out.
Is it a full-size?
No, would
just
never,
a set of keys.
Would
I was
never.
say. Yeah.
I did laugh though. One time I heard this interview with Bruce and little Steven, and they were talking about how they're like, oh, yeah, we were in a rock band, and then the Animals came out with that B3, and all of a sudden we were all furniture movers. That was a terrible Bruce impression. Sorry.
Good try. Well, it's great to see you. Thanks for coming by Studio J. Again, you're
thanks
at
for playing the tunes.
Yeah, man, it's a great song, and thanks again. We'll see you tonight at Cat's Cradle Back Room.
See y'all down there.